thinking about lately is that I don't actually really plan for what I'm going to say on camera. I kind of just go for it and see how it ends up looking. And I probably should at some points, because then I has like some type of a continuum, or maybe some type of a point. I do have a point usually, but Tamagotchi. No, just yeah, whatever. But I usually do have a point. And if you don't like my points, if you don't like me, I don't care. I'm the type of person that's just like, screw you! If you don't want to be listening here, sitting, watching me, then go away. I don't need you. I don't need you anyway. Whatever. Yeah. But cold is really affecting me. So for today, I was just wondering, how many of you guys have heard about all that hubbub about the 21st, tomorrow, being, you know, the end of the world? And there's going to be chaos, and there's supposed to be the rapture. I don't know how many of you guys are Christian. I'm Christian myself. I have been for all my life. I love God very much, and He's everything to me, and so is Jesus. And I don't expect everybody to have the same beliefs that I do. I don't even pretend to act like I'm some type of absolute biblical scholar, that I know everything. I'm actually really humble, and I don't push things on people. So I'm going to say this. For tomorrow, as far as everyone thinking that the rapture is going to happen, to give you a little bit of background, there is a man, he's an old man, he's in his 80s, his name is Harold Camping, and he has prophesied before, and also now, that the world is going to be coming to an end. What they mean by that is the Christianity belief of the rapture, in which Jesus comes again and he takes people from the dead that are in the grave or that are alive, the ones that are his chosen ones, the ones that believe in him and have been with him. And so he takes them up, and then the rest of the world is left to the tribulation, which is supposed to be 7 years, in which there's just complete chaos, up to really they have a chance to pretty much redeem themselves. So this Harold Camping dude is saying that the rapture is going to happen tomorrow, hence starting the beginning of the world. And then in October, he says it's just going to be the complete and total end for everybody and everything else. This is my problem here, is I don't actually believe that tomorrow is going to be the rapture. This Harold Camping guy thinks that you can read the Bible and completely understand and decipher everything that's going on there. He claims with numerology. He's been able to look through the Bible and understand and decode a specific date, time, and pretty much everywhere around the world when he thinks that this rapture is going to happen. Now, here's my problem, Harold Camping. In Mark, I'm sure you have seen the little passage that says, not even the Son of Man knows when God is going to choose to come again. Not even the Son of Man knows when the rapture is going to be. So how in the world is this Harold Camping guy deciding to say, tomorrow at 6 p.m. all over the world, at actually every single point in time at 6 p.m. there's going to be a gigantic earthquake, and then people are going to die, and there's going to be pandemonium, and then people are going to, the rest of people who believe in Jesus are going to be ascending into the air, you know. So that's absolutely crazy and insane, and I also think that, you know, then there's the really hardcore Christians that think that the world has been created in 7 days. Now, that's an interesting take, because if you actually go back and you read Genesis yourself, you will see that the sun and all the rest of the celestial bodies weren't actually created until the third day. Yeah, God says that there was the morning and then evening and then another day, but what type of day and what unit of time is that speaking of? That's certainly not speaking of the 24-hour clock that we're used to. Not at all. That's a completely different type of time and space continuum. So one day for God would be millions of years, hence the time that it takes for dinosaurs and for the whole world to form. So in a way, that completely and totally makes sense that the world has been around for as long as it has been, because it's a different type of time that you're thinking of. And that kind of ties back to Harold Camping, who claims that he can look at the date and the time as it is now and be able to connect it to whatever the codes he's deciphering in the Bible, and be able to make the exact date and time, which is just complete nonsense, because what unit of time is he speaking of? How could he possibly know this? And that's what's completely ridiculous to me. I'm not denying that nothing can happen tomorrow or that nothing will happen tomorrow. It just doesn't seem likely. And how can one man claim to know everything that Jesus himself said that not even the Son of Man knows? Only God, only the Father knows. Only God knows. Only God knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But in any case, if I'm not here tomorrow and I'm not talking to you guys, you'll know why. Yeah. Although a lot of you guys probably won't be here either.